Great. So again, welcome to Mobility and Flexibility. So today's class, we will be working from, our way down from our neck, our face, and working down our body. We'll try to do a lot of the first movements from the chair, and then we'll go and transition to the floor, which I have in the yoga mat. So if you guys grab your yoga mat, and then after that, we will transition to some stretching exercises that are going to be standing up. So, all right, very good. Okay, so again, for the first movements, we are going to start with the face. So what we want to start off with first is just fill up our cheeks, our mouth with air. Like for little hamsters, just fill them up. Once we do that, we just want to massage around the cheeks, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So I usually massage from the end of my eyes to the end of my lips, okay? So you guys could just draw lines from there with your cheeks full of air. Spend about 15, 20 seconds here. All right, release that air. Okay, next what I want you to do is just kind of get more air in your mouth again, but try to, almost like if you're a little kid and you're swishing soda in your mouth, but you're going from left to right, we're trying to do that to kind of just stretch out the skin a little bit on our face. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And really apply pressure so, you get those little wrinkles, a little stretch. Very good, okay? We're gonna go ahead and start with the jawline. So remember this one, we're gonna look down, open our mouth, and look up while maintaining that jaw open. And once we finally reach looking up, we do want to close that mouth, and you should feel that stretch on your throat. Okay, so we're trying to get rid of little wrinkles here and kind of work on the muscles that work on closing our jaw. Okay, ready? Begin. So 15 of these. Couple more. Good. All right, you should feel this stretching here. So again, just checking the chat. Okay. All right. Next, we are going to start working on some neck stretches, which we do almost in every warm-up. So let's start with some neck rotations. So just slowly give me some circles. All right, great. I got you, Melinda. Thank you. All right, let's switch directions. Side is a little tighter. All right, now we're going to look left to right, okay? So we usually do this movement when we do our balance exercise, but now we're just engaging more on the actual movement. Not concerned with our balance. We just want to turn our head to the side as much as possible. All right, now up and down. And now we're just working on the neck, not so much our jaw. Let's try to engage. Try to notice any little discomforts or sensations right now. All right, now we're gonna do some neck retractions. You guys remember those? It's like doing like a turtle, so our shoulders back, and then we bring our head forward, and bring it back, forward, back, and continue. About 5 more each direction. Last one. Good. All right, awesome. So that neck should feel a little bit more relaxed at this point. All right, so now the last one that we're gonna do with our mouth are gonna be where we inhale for about 5 seconds, inhale some air, and then through a small little hole in your lips, try to exhale for about 8 to 10 seconds. Okay, you should feel your core getting tight as we're doing that. Okay, ready? Okay, begin. We're gonna do this 8 times. All that air out. One more. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so now we are going to start working our way down into our shoulders. So let's go ahead and let's just bring the right arm across and try to hold it with that left arm just right across your body. That stretch on your shoulder. Okay, let's rest it a little bit. Let's go with the left side. Right across. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to bring our arm up by our throat or right in that, right below our chin. We're trying to lift it a little bit more. So you should feel that stretch a little bit lower. Might feel it on your back as well. All right, let's switch it. All right, very good. Those shoulders should be a little bit loose. Let's just do some arm circles, a little bit of blood flow. Reverse. And from here, we're going to reach up to the sky, okay? Just hands up, just continue to reach. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Okay, now we are going to bring our arm over our head, behind our head actually, And then the arm that's dipping down with the hand down. So hand down, this arm is gonna push down on that elbow. You should feel that stretch on that tricep. All right, we're gonna switch. All right, very good. Okay, now I want to work on some mobility on our elbow joint. So we're just gonna have that bicep facing the screen and just try to move our elbow left to right. Okay. Working on a little bit of mobility on our shoulder, but trying to move mainly that joint around the elbow. Get tiresome. Should feel that bicep activating. All right, so again, bicep is facing forward, bicep is next to me, so I'm just trying to turn. Just working on those little movements that we don't really think about. Okay, now we're just gonna do some bicep curls, pretty much without the equipment. So just working on some extensions of the bicep, extension of the elbow joint. Okay, and then we did this before where we're focusing on our hands. Okay, so just squeeze, relax, and open as wide as you can. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. Let's do about 2 more. Let's get some blood flow to our hands. And then let's just pulsate, closing and opening our hands a little bit faster than usual. Almost like if you had an egg in your hand and you're trying to break it. Okay, and let's work that thumb. So bringing that thumb across. All right, very good. Okay, so now if you guys ever feel like you have arthritis or there's a lot of pain on your wrist, and to strengthen that, what you could do also is get a bucket, fill it up with rice, put your hand in there and just squeeze in the rice while you're in there. Squeeze and separate. That would help too. So, okay, so let's go ahead and do that with our left hand. So again, just close, wide, close. Really try to focus on that opening your fingers wide. Okay, now let's just do it fast. Okay, let's bring that thumb in. Pretty much bringing that thumb to the pinky. All right, and now let's just do some circles with our wrist. Make sure it's not painful. You can reverse, change directions. Okay, all right, and we're gonna continue with some chair exercises or chair movements, just so we're not transitioning back and forth. Okay, I know sometimes it could be a challenge just getting off the chair back and forth. Okay, so now we're just gonna do some high knee marches from our chair, working on our hip joints a little bit. Okay, now to stretch out our back a little bit, I want you to hold right underneath your legs And you're just gonna bend over and then just relax back. Okay, we're gonna do this 5 times. Relax back, keeping those arms under. All right, very good. Okay, let's continue with some hip movements. So let's go off to the side, one leg at a time. So again, my hips are forward. I'm trying to avoid turning with my leg. Let's do about 5 more of these. All right, I'm gonna switch. Left leg now. All right, 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, very good. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna work on some leg extensions. Okay, so leg extensions just means I'm extending at my knee joint. So I'm gonna elevate my right leg a little bit. And I'm just gonna extend fully. Okay, so just working on that knee joint. You see how my foot isn't touching the ground? It's just elevated. You actually can't see that, but I'll show you. Okay, so I'm not resting the leg on the chair. I have my hands right under it. So I get a little bit more height. Okay, let's switch. Left leg now. That popped right away. So again, if you guys want to look at our class, this class more like a little tune-up type of oil change type of class. So these movements aren't necessary. You don't have to do them all the time, but a few times a week does help. Okay, we're gonna do some leg lifts. So again, the leg, this one's gonna feel almost like a exercise, but we're also working on mobility. So legs straight, and then just elevate up and down, okay? So see how my knee remains locked? It's my whole entire leg is straight. So I'm lifting from my hip joint. Two more. Okay. All right, now we are working down to our calves. So I'm just gonna do some heel raises, okay? So legs right next to each other. I'm just gonna go lift those heels, hold for about a second, and then bring them back down. Focus on one ankle at a time. We're going to be doing our ABCs, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do my right ankle first. Again, I'm going to elevate my leg, and I'm gonna start the ABCs, okay? Make sure you're not touching the ground as you're doing these. All right, once you're done, let's switch to the other side. Again, we do need this mobility in our ankle too, so that might take a little while, but it's necessary. This next one, we're just gonna remove, I'm gonna remove my socks. So I feel my feet are a little bit stronger. If without my socks, I can get a little bit better grip. So again, we're gonna go ahead our small rag or sock, toss it, and then fix it back. So again, grip, lift, drop, fix. So we're gonna do this 10 times. Okay. So again, just like what we were doing with our hands earlier, it's the same idea, okay? But this is working on our arches as well. Imagine our heel almost like our wrist. All the movements are happening around there. And there's a lot of tendons that run from your wrist to your fingers. So same idea, there's a lot of tendons that run from your toes to your heel. So we're working on these here. All right, okay. Gonna go on the left one. Left one, not sure if it's a dominance thing or if maybe my feet are just weaker in general. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And do 12 of these. 12. Okay. All right, very good. Okay. Just gonna throw on my socks back. If you guys want to grab some water, go ahead and grab some water. Take a little water break. And at the same time, if you guys could go ahead and find me, you know, a broomstick, an umbrella, any type of pole that's light and straight. You can use that right now. I always use mine and collect those items. All right. So I have my umbrella here. So again, we're gonna start off and work on the shoulder movements. Okay, so just going left to right, swinging fluidly. All right, let's focus on that left shoulder a little bit more, lifting it a little bit more. All right, let's go 30 degrees in front of that left shoulder. All right, 60 degrees, a little bit more. 90 degrees, okay, just right in front. Oh, hear that pop? Okay, now we're gonna go back, okay, so now that left shoulder is coming behind me now. All right, now let's go with that right shoulder lifting up to the side. All right, let's go 30 degrees. $60 degrees. $90 degrees. Hear that pop? Just keep on popping. All right, now I'm gonna go backwards again with that right shoulder. Okay, now I'm gonna go over. Well, you can't see it from here, but I'm pretty much doing this here. All right, very good. Let's rest those arms a little bit, set them down low. Okay, so now we're gonna go behind. Again, behind, we're just gonna go left to right. Okay, and then this one, we're gonna go and try to lift behind our back, okay, with both arms. Okay, and then the next one we're gonna do is bringing the pole umbrella up our back, okay? So bending at the elbows. My thumbs are pointing towards each other. All right, very good. Okay, we're gonna put this away. We're gonna transition. Done with that, we're gonna stretch out our chest right now. So if you guys could find a doorway, I have my washer here. I'm pretty much gonna come and put my hand in this position right behind the washer. So again, like this L position, behind the washer, and then I'm gonna turn away. Okay, so I'm pretty much doing this here, okay, while keeping that arm in place. So I'm turning away to feel that stretch coming across. Gonna hold for about 5 seconds, then relax, and then turn away. And continue this. Relax. Again. Last one. Okay, good. Good. I'm gonna do my left side. So again, bring hand here and turning away. Relaxing. I'm going to do this several times. All right. Very good. Okay. Okay, so now we are gonna get down to the yoga mat. Okay, so if you guys wanna make your way down. Your water nearby. Just check the chat real quick. All right. Yep. Sandy Fook's video. We're gonna have you guys have your chair too far from the mat. So actually, I'm gonna have it right on the edge because we will be using that for another poses. Okay. So again, we're gonna start off with the cat cow and then just kind of go to different variations of the quadruped position. So again, when we are on our fours here in this position, our wrists right below our shoulders. We don't want to have our wrists way out. Right below our shoulders, our knees right below our hips. And we're going to start with the cat cow. Okay, so remember, inhale on your way up, exhale on your way down. Okay, so try to make sure that you're about 3 seconds in each position. Ready? 3, 2, 1, okay, go. Just about 3 more. Last one. Very good. Okay, next one is the puppy pose. So see how my toes are right now? They're making contact with the mat, just my toes. I'm gonna drop on that. And then my hips are gonna remain above my knees. And then I'm just gonna stretch out my arms in front of me and knee down, okay? You should drop down your elbows or remain the puppy pose. Okay, I'm gonna stay here for 30 seconds. Okay, relax. Now from here, we're gonna drop our hips. Relax. We're going to scoot over to the chair a little bit. So now we have the chair there. We're going to keep our hips right above our knees still and reach over with the chair and then just reach as far as we can. And we don't want to move that heel any further than above the knees. Okay, continue. Stretch on your back as well. Okay, very good. Next one, we're just going to get on that reset position. So sitting on our glutes, and we're going to reach, have our legs extended actually, and we're going to hold right below our knees and try to bring our shoulders, our chest towards our knee. Okay, we're not reaching for our toes. We're trying to bring our chest towards your knees. Ready? And begin. Make sure you're breathing. 2 more seconds. And relax. Very good. Very, very good. In this position, you can just relax, whatever you're comfortable with, crisscross. But we're gonna just bring our elbows behind our back as much as we can. And we really want to try to squeeze the division of if you have a peanut in the upper mid back, and you're trying to break that peanut with your scapula, which is the shoulder blades. Okay, so let's try to do that. So again, let's try to hold for about 3 seconds and relax. And hold 3 seconds and relax. All right, let's continue. Relax. Good. All right. We're going to do one of our regular stretches since we're in this position. Just going to get our feet together. Okay, drop those heels down, but now instead of just holding this stretch, well, actually let's hold this stretch for about 20 seconds. Just get it going a little bit. And just lay down on the floor, keeping our legs in that same position. Make sure you're breathing. And relax those legs and bring yourself back up. Okay. Very good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get into lunge position. Okay. So the lunge position, just right here, I'm bringing my left knee in front of me. Right knee is planted right below my hip. So what I'm going to do is my right arm is up. I'm going to bring my right arm through my legs, and then I'm going to try to wrap around and make contact or grab my leg and turn my body upwards. Okay, so I'm pretty much rotating up here, getting a full stretch. Okay, so I'm rotating my back. Okay, so hopefully that's not painful. If this is enough for you to feel the stretch on your back, then let's just do that. This is called threading the needle. But I like for you to reach out with that opposite arm, okay? So right arm's up, then right arm goes through, then left arm comes up. Okay? You can do 8 of these. Make sure you're breathing. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna switch. Switch position. So now my right knee comes forward. Left arm is up, goes through the loop, and I rotate. And if you rotate just enough, you might feel that on your glute as well. Okay, feel that stretch in my right glute. Okay, hip right needle. Okay, so now we're gonna do some knee rotations. Okay, so again, same position, but what I'm gonna do this time, so I'm here, and I'm just gonna lean forward and back. Okay, I want my knees to pass my toes so I can get a stretch on my Achilles too. And see how my hind foot is, it's planted with the top part of my foot facing the mat. Okay, so I'm just keeping that relaxed. And I'm trying to come back a little bit with my hips too. And again, trying to keep this heel planted, so to try not to elevate your heel. Okay, let's switch. Okay, let's go back to that right knee. And now what I want you to do is just do some circles. Okay, so circles with your knee. Working on that mobility on the ankle and the knee joint right now, and the hip. So you guys can see that from this angle. I'm just going circles here. I'm going counterclockwise at the moment. Right, reverse, counterclockwise. I mean clockwise. I don't know why I said counterclockwise. Clockwise. All right, let's switch legs. Hopefully you have a nice yoga mat where your knee isn't bothering you. Turning clockwise at the moment. All right, counterclockwise. And then grab some water. We're gonna do some on our back now, okay? So we're gonna start off with some back extensions with the mat. So these we are face down, and we're just gonna rest on our elbows right now. We'll hold it here for about 20-25 seconds. Slightly elevated. Okay, now we're gonna get our mask and press up. So now we're stretching a little bit more. Relax. Bring yourself down. And now we are gonna do some knee rolls, okay? So knee rolls, I want you to have your arms extended. We're gonna bring our knees right above our hips. Okay, I'm just gonna interlace my ankles, and then I'm gonna drop my knees, roll them off to the side, keeping my back intact, and then just roll off to the left side as well. Okay, so you stretch all throughout your body, on your back, on your hip flexors, on your glutes. You're gonna do 10 on each side. And about 2 more on each side. Last one. Okay. Now we're just gonna lay on our side here. Okay, and I just want you to we're gonna do Lane's high knees, okay? So you're just gonna bring your knee up to the side, to the front, and then back. Let's do about 10 of these. Again, we're not worrying about, our balance. We're just trying to drive that knee as high as possible. Okay, next with the same leg, what we're gonna do is bring the leg back and up. Okay, so it's gonna look something like this. So back and then up. Okay, so back try to hold that up position for about 2 seconds before we bring it back and then forward. Remember, back, up, hold it, and come back to that original position. And back, up, forward, back, up, hold. You should feel that on your lower back. That glute should feel tight and down. Okay. We're gonna do about 2 more of these. Last one. Good. All right, that leg can't get tired from a lot of this, okay? So now we're gonna work on the right side. Okay, so again, just bringing that right leg up, that knee leg, that knee, right knee up. Getting that? Do 2 more. Okay, very good. Okay, so now we're gonna bring this right leg back and up. Okay, and hold for a second. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, go back, up, down, forward, back, up, down, forward. Let's do 10 of these. Make sure you hold that up position for about 2 seconds. Two more. Ooh. That one definitely fatigues the leg out. I don't know how you guys felt on that one. Okay. Next one we're gonna do is both openers. Okay, so similar position. We're laying on our side, almost like a plank shell. Heel on heel, knee on knee, slightly bent, hip over hip, hand on hand. And again, without moving the legs, I'm gonna bring my left hand, which is this one, over to the other side, make sure it's flat, and bring it back. Okay, so that's one. So each one should take about maybe 8 to 10 seconds. And then bring it back. We're gonna do 10 on each side, okay? All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bring ankle on ankle, knee on knee, hip on hip. And again, just transition here. And come back.
Make sure that arm is all the way flat. Make sure your knees are on top of each other. I notice mine is just separated. So make sure you're conscious of that. Very good. Okay. Awesome. All right. From this position, you just want you to lean flat on your mat, and you're gonna reach with your hands behind you and with your feet in front of you. Okay. So you're gonna hold for about 20 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There you go. So just reach, reach, reach. All right, relax. Very good. All right, so now we're gonna do the same, but almost like a star this time. Okay, so your legs are a little bit separated, your arms are separated too, and just reach. Okay, ready? There you go. Just reach. Reach in all directions right now. And relax. Woo. Well, man. All right. Good lunges. Okay, we got a few more that we are going to be doing on the floor. So last one we got is the 90-90 stretch. We haven't done this one in a while. So reset position, 90 degrees here in front of me. And then off to the side, 90 degrees there too. So again, there should be, if you line up your toes, your heels to your toes, you should have a straight line here. Okay, and then try to bring yourself up with your hand. So you're upright, you should feel this stretch. This inner joint. You stay here for about 20. And we have a couple sitting down exercises, stretches, which is typical of our Gonna switch. So again, 90-90. You stay upright here. Okay, very good. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and start with the cool down ones. But again, we're not cooling down quite yet. We're just gonna do the stretches. So reset, bring that heel in, right leg back, and let's move forward. You feel that in your piriformis. I feel it on my piriformis in this. Reset, right heel in, left leg back, and let's move forward. Right. Hollywood stretch. Leg straight. Right leg goes over. Left arm comes across. Push away. Do the stretch of your glute. You're going to switch. So left leg comes across, right arm goes over. And push away. Okay. You're going to go with the figure four. So again, legs are out, reset position, left heel in, reach for your toes, and then with your hand arm, bring that across your body and reach for your toes as well. Feel that stretch in your back. And relax, switch. Right heel comes in, reach for those toes. All right, very good. Let's bring both heels in. We're separate those knees. We did this a little bit earlier, but it's part of our routine. We're gonna continue here. Next, lean forward. All right, very good. Reset. Bring that right heel in, left leg back, lean back. Switch. Reset, left heel in, right leg back, lean back. A few more stretches. Good to go. All right, we're gonna stand up, remain to our standing stretches. I want to get to our calf stretch. So for this one, we have our chair here. Okay. Gonna get on this almost like race start position. My feet are flat on both ends, and then I'm gonna drive my knee forward. That front knee comes forward, that right heel stays back, grounded to the floor, leaning towards the chair. I'm really feeling that stretch on that back heel. You won't feel it if that heel comes off the ground, so you have to make sure that it's in contact with the ground. About 10 more seconds. Make sure you're pressing that heel towards the ground so you feel a little bit more. 3, 2, 1, and time. Relax. Then drop that heel down. Make sure it's down. Bring that knee forward. Keeping that heel down. And relax. All right, very good. Okay. Now we do our warm up. So let's start with some hip circles. Can't go a day without doing these. I feel like these really help me out a lot. Okay, this next one I forgot what we're gonna do. So it's gonna be a kneeling side stretch. So again, my toes are pointing towards the screen, and I'm just gonna kind of lean over with my shoulders towards my knee. You should feel that stretch in the then switch. And lean over to my left. Right. Very good. Okay. Do a little bit of mobility. We're just going to do alternating toe touches or ice skaters. I mean, we'll probably do these tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's class is at 9. We have cardio and core. We're just going to go skaters here or ice skaters. Okay. Just tapping those ankles. All right, very good. Okay, we're gonna do the hamstring stretch. So slight bend at the knees, and let's just bring our hands down, our shins to our ankles. Continue holding. All right, hold a little more. All right, bring those knees back. And slowly come back up. All right, we're just gonna do a deep squat stretch and we are done with this class. So let's bring our glutes down, drop our glutes below, right by our heels. Want to stay upright. Lift those heels off the ground. Heels, remain upright. And then slowly come back up. Okay, the last one we're gonna do is with the golf ball. So if you guys have that golf ball or softball, any type of ball that we could use to rub the bottom of our arches, it's the last thing we're gonna do. Okay, we're almost done, but I did forget about this one. So you can just, if you have a tennis ball, you might want to upgrade into a golf ball, something with a little bit more pressure that could be applied. So again, we're just gonna go back and forth. Back and forth. Okay, find a spot where you could apply some pressure. All right, let's switch. All right, find some pressure, apply it there. Keep pressing. Relax. All right. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording now, but